Hi everyone, welcome back to another stream. Hope you're all doing well. You're going to time capsule PSO till next year. Yeah, I think my plans for this is, I think after this stream, I probably won't play PSO for at least a few weeks. I'm thinking maybe until the Halloween event, maybe. So I need to give it some time off after this. It's been a grind the last few weeks. Hey, Pika. Yeah, the exact same thing happened last year with the anniversary. We all, you know, loved the event at the start, and by the end of it, everyone hates it. Yeah, so today will probably be the last PSO stream for at least a few weeks. I think the Sunday streams will probably go back to just bouncing between different Phantasy Star games. We might mix some other games in as well. But yeah, PSO will be on the back burner for at least a little bit. That doesn't include Ep 3, by the way. Ep 3 is still fine. We haven't played that for ages, so... Hey, Jack. I'm just going to start my camera because apparently it has moved by itself. That's a bit better. In a game in USB right there, no worries. Yeah, so today is basically the last full day of the event. It ends at some point tomorrow. So if you do need to find anything, do it immediately. The camera is also trying to flee PSO. I mean, at this point, I wouldn't blame it. We have basically just grinded this game into the ground for the last 4 weeks, so... So, with that being said though, the RBR has changed today. For some reason last week it didn't seem to change. I don't know why. It was either last week or the week before. There was 1 week during the event where it just didn't change. For some reason. On holiday this week, tomorrow will be my pizza day and last chance for banner. I'm not sure what time the event ends. I think it's just a case of whenever they decide it ends. I do kind of feel we should get a 1 day extension, considering there was a day where there was a few hours the game was down, but... So yeah, the RBR for this week is Lost Ice Spinner, Anomalous Ordeal 3, and New Mop-Up 4. New Mop-Up 4 is really good for farming Heaven Striker. Lost Ice Spinner is really good if for some reason you want Yasha from Milkweeks, or if you want Heart of SS Swords. Or I'd probably still just recommend resetting today's rate instead for that. So yeah, I think New Mop-Up 4 is definitely the star of that RBR. So that being said, I think this stream, basically, I'm just going to be helping people try and find stuff because I got SGS, I'm kind of happy. I'm not really bothered about anything else at the minute, so I am here to help. So what people hunting? So I know I think it was Clarity was hunting Psycho Wand, but I think they're having a horrible time with that. I know Draken, at least a couple of other people are after Heaven Striker. Mist's after Miller. Damn, getting one. I mean, there's a chance. There's still a chance. I know Vector is obviously after Heart of Tension Blaster as well, which is a miserable hunt. So we could do, you know, we could do some Whitehill Forest for trying to get Miller. We could do some Heaven Striker runs. Heaven Punisher for Vector as well. Oh, we moved on to Heaven Punisher now. I did do some runs for that earlier. Didn't get anything at all from it. I got PD by Americarol, which is normal. If I kill another Oblily within the next hour, I'll be sick. Spoken like a true person who's hunted Psycho Wand on purple. Your guide has made me realise I played this game completely wrong, so thank you. How were you playing it wrong exactly? I'm quite curious now. Hi Ellie, good to see you. Two months ago I played, I love that description, the magic dude with the dress, and I know exactly who you mean. Yeah, that would be 4 more. Yes, as we get started, we'll get some games going. Again, if anyone does want to play, we normally play on Lumerace, Block 2, Lobby 21, and password is always stream. You played 4 more like the magic dude with the ears. Again, I know exactly who you mean. I mean, you can nuke with 4 more. It does work. I mean, they get some good boosts to some techniques. You know, they get really good boosts to Gifoi, Gizonde, Gabata, and a couple of other things. But yeah, typically with 4 more, you'll quite often play kind of hybrid. Already burnt out of Bluebears, but had an amazing time leveling. It's been amazing for leveling alts. But yeah, I think everyone is getting very burned out now. Okay, so I guess to get started, you heard 4 more. You did hear 4 more. Yeah, basically just spam a lot of Gifoi if things are weak to fire. Gifoi is really useful. Recently got back to PSO again after the Dreamcast and Xbox era. Videos have been incredibly helpful. Hoping you get your rare drop today. Oh, thanks, Michael. I'm glad they're helpful as well. Yeah, I should probably mention as well for anyone who's new, we do have a Discord channel as well, so feel free to join us over there. Oh, Zil, I saw Alex get the 35 hit Heaven Striker. I was also hunting Heaven Striker at the same time. If I were more helpful if hit enemies more than once. The thing is, it can catch things on spawn. It's very weird, the behavior of Gifoi. Some enemies are really vulnerable to it. The main one is blue slime. Blue slime just get deleted instantly by it. What rare we're hunting today? Quite a few different ones, so nothing really specifically for me. But it's helping other people out. So probably Hangul Miller, maybe some Psycho ones, maybe some Heaven Striker. Playing Seat of the Hearts at 4 hours pain. Alright, so do we have any games up? Let's have a look. Man, there is a lot of people on this ship today. Gonna host a White Hill Forest. That sounds like a good start. You really want me to hunt Book of Hitagata? The funny thing is I don't even have a Hitagata to use it on. Yeah, I mean, honestly, Anguish 1 on NMU4 probably isn't that bad. I mean, generally with the Force, you don't really get hit anywhere. Oh, no worries, Blank. Favorite action RPG of all time. Gotta go to work, but want to say thank you for your help. Oh, no worries, 1000. Thanks for that. I hope you have fun with 4 more. Yeah, so we could do 1 Heaven Strike game, 1 Forest game, and just sort of file into whichever one you want. I'll try and kind of split the party so we've at least got 1 Force in each. I didn't even look how many people we've got. We might have too many. Oh no, we're fine. Aim for a really rare but really useless weapon, like not including the ID cards. To be fair, Ellie, In the last week, in the last 3 days, I think it is, I have found 2 1975 Agitors. I wasn't looking for either of them. That is fairly useless. Alright, do we have a game up? Alright, so we've got an Anguish 1 Heaven Striker run, or White Elf Forest. So they've got Hunter Ranger, they've got the Force. Tell you what, I'll start out with a White Elf Forest. I actually need a Frozen Shooter, so... File Fam is spreading like fire. There are a lot of us now. How many of us are there, actually? We are 32 members strong. I don't know how many of them still play, but we've got 32 members. You have quite a few extra Frozen Shooters. I may be interested. We'll see if we get a Hilditor first, though. Yeah, I might get a 50-hit one. I think it's just us. I think there was about 7 of us in total, so I'm assuming 4 have gone to Desert and 3 here. Which makes sense. Yeah, the experience during this event has been insane. Like, this character was about level 93, I think, at the start of the event. She's now 138. And I've not played her that much. I didn't have to save for other things. I've been saving for a Steam Deck to join. What little Dusty Reserve plaque is still out at the table. There is always a spot for your hero elite. And probably some guilty lights as well. Yeah, here's me thinking, oh yeah, it'd be cool to do this for a Frozen Shooter, completely forgetting that the whole reason we're doing this is for a Handgun Miller. I hope that photon drop wasn't from a Talar. Or that badge. So what, 2 years? This time. You got 3 photon drops from Talars already today. Nice. As is always the case. Hey, big rares though, Yamato. Yeah, I think a Steam Deck would be a really cool way of playing this, honestly. Do I have a Cure Shock? Not with me. So let's just never get hit then. Working towards Soul of Blacksmith on GameCube. There are tons of Talars on that quest. That is a pretty good quest offline for hunting them, yeah. Probably one of the best, honestly. Online, there's obviously a lot of other options. You've got things like Lost Heat Sword is a really good one. Obviously this quest when it's on. Did you berserk too hard? Always. Yeah, so I'm still yet to see a rare enemy doing this solo. I think I had a Palrapi show up in one run that I did with Mist. But yeah, no hild at all whatsoever. To be fair, I haven't run it that much. Yeah, I mean, we refrained from running forest for about the first 3 weeks of the event anyway. Any time of day. Thank you. Can nearly hold your own in forest now, struggling caves. But you're not level 60 yet. I mean, yeah, so at that kind of level, you know, ultimate forest or caves is, you know, fairly difficult at that level, really. It's kind of strange with Blueburst that went back to requiring you to hit a certain level. I guess maybe it would stop people just getting rushed to ultimate. These hill delts feel like they're critting every single time. Already got 3 PDs. I mean, I suppose the flip side, at least PDs are useful. You have no incentive to play him very hard. Just go through his levels quicker, but there are no good drops. Yeah, there's only a few okay drops him very hard. I finished the cleanup boink. The more I play this class, the more I feel it is just Hunuel in a dress. It's basically the same. See? Every time. Yeah, we shouldn't be long boink. I mean, we're in last room already. You can see why people spam forest so much, because it's incredibly good for hill delt. It's really short. It's really spammable. Yeah, I hope people in chat have actually found something from this event. For me, for the most part, it hasn't been as good as last year. I feel I got more banners last year. I found some really useful stuff, and I did obviously find it at the SGS as well, which is really nice. But I want to say I found more useful stuff last year. So, no hill to talk. Surprising no one. Yeah, I do feel they need to tone down the forest quest next year. I know we talked about this a bit on Discord and so on, but Tyrell's Ego is such a good quest for hunting hill delts that there really doesn't need to be another one this good. Then the issue is if you take the hill delts away, no one would run the quest at all. Wow, a 5% native Yamato. Incredibly generous game, thank you very much. At least it's 10 team points. But yeah, Ellie, I know what you mean. I think once you get to Ultimate, you kind of do just lose the incentive to play the low difficulties. Oh, a frozen shooter appears on the ground. Do you want anything for this? What's the Uber hunt now? I'm honestly not sure. Oh, thank you very much. I've been doing a few runs for Heart of SS swords, which is the cool weapon camo for like Sanguine Yasha or for Jizai. Done a few runs for that, but I haven't really committed fully to it yet. That's the thing, yeah, I never thought I'd find SGS. I never really planned this. But obviously I need to unseal SGS as well. So that is something. Book of Hitagata. You really want me to hunt Book of Hitagata? I do think Dancing Hitagata is a really cool weapon. It's just not usable. It almost feels like a downgrade from Hitagata. It's because you can't really control where the projectiles go. But it is cool. There's useless, then there's Dancing Hitagata. It's actually crazy how rare Book of Hitagata is as well. I can't remember if you can get up through Black Paper's deal, you might be able to. But yeah, the drops for it are awful. I'm going to assume they're still in NMU4. There's people doing Anguish 3 runs. That's insane. We can do a quick run. Yeah, I am down to do another one if you want. Forest is really fast anyway, so... Imagine finding it, then seeing how rare it was, you'd be ecstatic. Then you'd use it and be heartbroken. Yeah, it's the weird thing about PSO, there is a lot of very rare gear that is just useless. Or outclassed. But there is a lot that is just useless. Anguish 3 sounds awful. Yeah, so Anguish used to go to 10 different levels, but they basically condensed it into 3 levels now. But there's a bigger jump between each level. Anguish 3 is awful. Yeah, Anguish 3, you can't run away from the enemies because the enemies outrun you. Forest, cease now. We've lifted the ban on Forest because we hit every goal, and we did wait till the final week. So yeah, we are now allowed to run Forest for the last couple of days of the event. And then it's banned again. Next year it'll be back to normal, it'll be banned again. Exactly. At least went through forest, you could in theory get your own frozen shoot or red saber. Yeah, there's a few decent drops you can get. The frozen shoot is obviously like pretty much a staple weapon for ranger. Although it's kind of funny, I find that I don't use it a massive amount in Blue Burst. It's only really for locking down really dangerous enemies like Merricarrols. At low level you use it a lot more. Depends where you are as well. I mean, you know, some parts of Ep 2 are literally just going with a Hell Needle and just instant kill everything anyway. Tolos drop Miller. I mean, Miller, you know, obviously combines with gold to make Gold Miller, which is a really nice mech gun. It's ranger only, but it's, you know, a really nice mech gun. If playing on GameCube, I think it's the strongest mech gun as well. Although, good luck getting a gold or a Miller with hit. Or a gold at all. Would the game be so kind as to bless us with a Hildator? That would be quite nice. Or any rares whatsoever. Hildator has vanished. It does appear that way. Not only you can keep the Rapies. I hate how long this spawn takes. You already have a gold too. Was it given to you by any chance? Not that I am doubting your ability to find gold. I just know how rare gold is. Yeah. Well, we managed to dodge Palroppy for now. Yeah, I remember you telling me about all the rares on that memory card. I think pretty much everyone who played GameCube has a memory card somewhere that's just full of hack stuff. So I've got one of my friend's old memory cards. And I know for a fact there is a Dark Flow on that, which you couldn't get on GameCube. I know there is like a Tsumakiri J-Sword that has like 3 100% on it, which is impossible to get in the game. It is very, very hacked. Wish hacked on GameCube would have been fun. Yeah, GameCube is like notoriously easy to do stuff on. Like duping items and things like that was really easy to do. Oh, we got badged. What are the chances of having a load of weapons all with the same percent and they're all rubbish? Maybe that was to try and make it more believable. The really fun thing is, as well, if it is 10 native, and that means that, you know, they would have all been mistech'd as well. My friend group hacked the Chow Garden on Sonic Adventure 3, so we get the Tails Chow. And still no Hildatar. Yeah, it's 200% rare enemies, by the way. You would never know that. Oh, huge, huge rares. 10 hit Calibolg. Legitimately though, they should add a Heart of Calibolg. It actually looks cool. It's insane how many new animations 4 Mile has. It feels like nearly every weapon is different. It's so weird. I missed this out of the stream because I was at a friend's house getting them set up on Ephinea, then beating the Dragon with 2 new characters. Nice. Have they played PSO before, or is it the first time playing it? What I would like to say is congrats on getting your GameCube Honeywell backed up. Yeah, I finally managed after like 22 years to get my GameCube characters from, 2003 backed up. So they are safe. It was something I'd wanted to do for a long time because the memory cards also have my brother's characters on as well, which obviously mean a hell of a lot to me now. So I was very, very glad to get those backed up. The only thing I will say is I then tried to play PSO on Dolphin. And I don't know why, but PSO episode 3 runs absolutely fine, but PSO episode 1 and 2 lags like crazy. I have no idea why. I've tried playing with loads of the settings and it runs at like 15, 20 FPS. Can you keep that Caliborg for me? If you want me to keep this Caliborg, I can keep the Caliborg. I'll even tech it properly for you. Oh, first time, nice. Why do you never tech things properly first time when it's something I actually want? Numlock has found Heart of Partisan of Lightning. I really hope they have another character called Caps Lock. There you go. Even up-teched at 10% for you. Salad Bowl is its nickname. I do really find it funny that a lot of the 9-star weapons are like, oh, legendary sword used by Knights of Legend, and it's terrible. They played on GameCube back in the day and professed to not remember how to play it at all. They had a blast with Rickaseel in the Aldi colour scheme. But I ran around with a 4-mile beating stuff up with a cane. That sounds like a great first experience. Yeah, exactly like the Alice sword. Yeah, the Alice sword. I mean, I guess for that they're kind of cashing in on like the tourists wanting to go and see Alice's grave. It doesn't tell you what the legend is. Yeah, exactly. Good point. My brother is thinking of getting into it now, and he has a lot of pun names ready. I love that there are people in this game who will literally rename their character before they banner. Like before they hit level 200 to a stupid name just so they get a stupid banner. So you have the power, a guaranteed banner on Ephinea. You have a guaranteed chance to put a stupid name on the banner. Want to do a Conjure attempt? Galot, Daylight Scar, and Yellow Balls? Yeah, we can do. They're still doing Desert at the minute. Hugh needs LEJ to get Whitehall. My raycast is called Hot Points. Brilliant name for a raycast. Yeah, they might have started another one. May as well get some broken experience on my formal. Ep4 experience at the minute with 200% experience is ridiculous. Hot Point has been the main unit to go through hard mines. Yeah, in regards to what you were saying, Richard, about your brother thinking to get into it, I think it's great that there are still people now who are like getting into PSO for the first time. Hey, Jarrah Honey, good to see you. Hope you're doing well. If you play NGS as well, go check out Jarrah Honey. They are an NGS content creator as well. Using a crush bullet and a photon launcher, nice. That's like the Ranger sort of hard starter pack, isn't it? It's like crush bullet, photon launcher, and maybe an MA6 device. No worries, Jarrah Honey. I am hoping to play a bit more in Jess over the next few weeks because I've been grinding PSO for the last 4 weeks a hell of a lot. And I kind of need to fill the time with some other games for a little while. So I'm going to burn out hard on this otherwise. Shall we go to the medical room? I mean, hopefully we don't need to yet, but we might need to later. Out of 80 runs you found 2. One with 15 dark, one with the latter I teched out with spice. You're guaranteeing a conjurer this run. I'll hold you to that. Yeah, I always wonder with the NGS content creators, I wonder how many of them have actually played PSO. I know there's a few. I know there's a few sort of people about my age that have played it quite a bit, but I imagine there's quite a few NGS creators who probably haven't touched it. I mean, Rob, statistics-wise, 1 in 18, I have 2 out of 80 or 1 out of 40. It sometimes goes like that, you know? You know, sometimes you get it straight away, sometimes you go way over the odds. You know, me, who I did not hunt in 1975 Agito at all. I went into Oran Caves to do a run for something else, and I think the second room on, I think it was the second run, dropped it, and it was about 1 in 8,000 drop from a Nano Dragon. I wasn't looking for it, it just happened. But then there's other things I've hunted that where I've gone way over the odds. Oddly, SGS was not one of them. I think SGS I was just under the odds. I think I was on about 10,000 in total. Which is still ridiculous, but... yeah, at some point I need to unseal that. Really not looking forward to doing that. Vector did actually offer to give me his unsealed one in exchange for the sealed one, to save me having to unseal it, but I kind of feel I did the work to find the thing. I should probably unseal it as well. Nope, Pika got a Striker Plus. That's a really strange one, that. I've seen loads of them drop. I don't think I've ever had one. I think it's a shield. I've never ever had one. Even back on Sega Blueburst, it was something I never found. But I've seen tons of them drop. Ow. As a combo with Heaven Striker. I can't remember if it's actually any good or not. I never hear people using it, so I'm assuming it's not great. Oops, someone got Mega level 30, very nice. Couldn't be me. Gives you 30 ATA and 50 red. That's not bad, honestly. I guess, I suppose, at a high level, pretty much everyone's going to use Red Ring, aren't they? So, that's probably why people don't use it. And I guess before then you've got Ranger Wall, which will probably have worse stats, but... yeah, Ranger Wall is really good, considering you can use it at such a low level. That's the thing, yeah, Ranger Wall works with absolutely everything, so... where Striker Plus only gives the boost to Heaven Striker. And also, let's be real, half the time you're going to use Heaven Striker, you're going to be using it for Divine Punishment anyway, which doesn't miss. I wouldn't mind level 30 Mega Draphia. I think it's one of the better techs to get. Oh god, I've just realised that he's dropped Tanegashima, which is one of the worst guns in the game. If you've never seen Tanegashima, it's a sight to behold. It's not strong, it's not accurate, it can't combo, it has no special. It is literally like an old musket. Yeah. Yeah, exactly, yeah, you get one shot and then that's your combo. I do genuinely think it's a really cool looking gun, but you just can't use it. We got a 4 on drop. I mean, it's something. Yeah, level 30 Megad would be really nice on Funnywell, because you get the Pearson Megad. Ow. How did you avoid Zalo? I was right next to you. It's like the Dragon in Fallout 76, a big 4-barrel musket that fires one big blast but then takes 15 seconds to reload. So yeah, hopefully we get something today. A banner would be really cool, but it'd be just nice to find something useful for anyone. I don't want to know what to do with myself next year though, when we get the anniversary next year, because the last 2 years I've just spent grinding for SGS. Get all characters to 200. That's an option, yeah. I was thinking I might get another 200 during this event, but it didn't happen. I think it's because I switched characters quite a bit. Got a few high level characters at least now though. I think my Fornuel got to about 189, I think. Somewhere on there, or 188. And my Raymal's up to the high 170, so they're not doing too bad. Unfortunately, my Raymal is very near needing a red ring now, and I do not have another red ring for us. I'm going to have to trade for one, I think. Yeah, so if anyone hasn't seen this, when you get that Aztec spawn on the end, just start spamming Gifoy over here. And you'll usually stop all the Dolphins from doing their initial charge. You won't stop the next ones. But at least you stop the first one. That was not a good time to run out of TP. The game would like to point out that we have a 200% boost to rare enemies, and we're not getting any. Got another Puya Puya disc. I mean, that is a cause for celebration. It's a great song. Yeah, if you guys are at 100, I can just boost. It'll take me a while. Let's see if we actually pull this PB off. I will just boost. Actually did it. Well done, team. Easy, yeah, exactly. We never mess up Photon Blast here. Ever. I got a Panic at the Disca. I love that that's the new name for whenever someone finds a Panic Disca. So I do have a bit of a collection of weapons with like stupid names. So I have a Soul Calibur, I have a Soul Edge. I think Panic at the Disco might be the next one. I did find yesterday, speaking of stupid finds, I was doing CCA yesterday, and I got a 70% hit Gladius with no special. Like, thanks game. I don't know what you expect me to do with this. I think it's like the highest hit I've ever had on a weapon, and it was on a Gladius with no special. Like, yeah, thanks for that. I mean, I kept it because it has 70 hit. It's probably just going to rot in my storage for the rest of my PSO career, but last day hunting Tors, hoping for a Heaven Punish drop. Oh, good luck with it. Yeah, I think over the last few weeks we've seen, what, 2 Heaven Punish drops, I think? We got one from... Dragon got one from a... Merricarol. And Nemu got one from a Sinnerspiggle. Actually, no, there was 3. Because I think Yamato got one from Tor as well. I do feel hard done by with the banners because obviously I got a banner for the Seal J Sword, which was great. But the 2 Agitors that I found, they don't get banners anymore. I found them about 2 days after they stopped giving banners for them. I mean, they're terrible weapons. Oh yeah, they are still bad. Yeah, even the real one is not good. I mean, at least when you turn it into the Orochi Agato, at least it has a kind of cool special, but it's still not really good. Yeah, that's a weird thing. So, yeah, I know. I mentioned that that apparently if it drops from a Toloi, you still get a banner for it. Like, for me, I totally understand why you wouldn't get a banner from the Americas drop. Because I think it's only about 1 in 1200 normally, and with the current boost, it's about 1 in 500-600. Somewhere around there. But the other one I got from a Nano Dragon, it was like 1 in 8000 from a Nano Dragon. I think that should have been a banner, personally. Yeah, 1 in 8000 from Nano Dragon is still a pretty hard drop. Again, not that I was looking for it, I want to stress that. Yeah, I suppose we're in an awkward place because I guess if they keep all the banners on, then you were kind of getting it for a time where it felt like half the banners were either Heaven Punishes for Tors because of how many people were running Forest, and all the other ones seemed to be Agitors from Americas. I still find it really weird that drop is so easy on Americas. It almost feels like they made a mistake with the drop rate for it. Like, if you look at all the other drops for the real one. Oh, badge on a Pyro Goron. Thankfully it's not a green or red rerun. It's really weird playing 4-mile. I've never really played one at like a decent level, and it does just feel like you played them like a hunter. I barely ever use attack techs. It's very weird. I'm not against it though. Yeah, I guess, yeah, I suppose if you're using Rambling there a lot, maybe it's a bit more like Ranger. Here it's a bit more of a mix, because obviously the Lizards you can't really use Rambling Mail that well on. Yeah, good luck with the Heaven Punisher drop chaos. It's still not easy. I think it's probably about 1 in 135 at the minute. So it's still very much not guaranteed. I will say though, Rambling Maze is an absolute game changer for formal. It's such a good weapon. I do wish there was some weapon hearts for it so you could change the appearance, because I really don't like how it looks. I've got 4 on drop. I'm quite glad about that because that would have been a Reign of 1, which I don't really want. Oh, you got a select cloak, nice. Yeah, you basically just use it for grants and you can. I know Mother Gab boosts grants as well, but Mother Gab is a really weird one. Because it only boosts grants randomly, which is very strange. Using the bright red blade. Alright, let's see what we got. Okay, that is fine. On yellow balls, that's totally fine. Yeah, 1 in 5 for a rare boss, by the way. I mean, you say no, but it's still a Galatine drop. Yeah, I would not turn down a Galatine with it. Yeah, I can basically just rest the spam you more or less. I bet if we go Skylight for Heart, we get Conjury. I mean, naturally. That's how these things work in PSO. If you want the rare boss, you get the normal one. If you want the normal one, you get the rare one. That was a very dirty spinner. Oof. Wasn't quite fast enough. Okay, that was BS. I rested you before that. I think that might have been desync. The spinners are so annoying, man. It's one thing I've never liked about this boss. There's a lot of kind of unavoidable damage that you can't really do a whole lot about. You just kind of face tank it and hope for the best. Just farm until the buddy gets home. He started playing last night, so using the rest of the experience boost to get him to ult. Nice. I heard someone PB, so I went for it. I have no idea what I'm looking at there. It's also decent like crazy. There's people attacking while the PB is going off. It's all gone wrong. This fight is so broken. There are so many bugs with this fight. He's playing GameCube and wanted to get to ult as fast as I could get him there. I did not blame him. Yeah, I think if you've been through normal and very hard bonds before, that is enough. There's not a whole lot of benefit in staying there. Well, we hit 140. No Galatine though. Yeah, this has been the general experience this event. Just sheer disappointment for the most part. That was your cue to drop like a 75 hit caliber game, by the way. We'll work on that. Well, got a few PDs at least. It's something. Yeah, the population on Ephinea has been crazy during this event. It always surprises me how many people come back to the game during the anniversary. It's been routinely above 500 people. Which legitimately, I mean this legitimately, 500 people on this is about almost half of the population of NGS on Steam. Now, obviously, it doesn't have 500 players all year round. It does drop off a lot after the events, but it is really funny that PSO gets like half the population of NGS during this. Well, NGS on Steam, anyway. Yeah, I really don't know for NGS how many people play it on console. And you don't know the figures for how many are on console, so it's kind of hard to get a true conclusion from it. You know, even outside of events, you know, you quite routinely have, you know, between 100 and 200 people playing, which is crazy. I do kind of struggle to think of old online games that have the support that PSO does. I think we're on like really bad like offset timing at the minute. I mean, where we're finishing a run and then they obviously come back to the lobby. We haven't finished, so they go, oh, we'll just start another one. And everyone is kind of offset at the minute, I think. What are they actually doing? More Heaven Striker. Yeah, that's the thing. See, now we go, oh, there's no one in the lobby, we start another game. And then we continue to miss them. Things I don't know how long it takes to do that quest with 4 people, enemy of 4. I know when I solo it doesn't take long. Yeah, we could do something quick if you want. I mean, honestly, I know we run it quite a lot, but our Mines is really quick. Yeah, exactly, yeah. Mines is a really quick one. So if anyone from the other team is listening, we will only be a few minutes. But yeah, Chaos, I think if they've just started on Blueburst, it's like the best time to do it. It's kind of a shame that they didn't start playing a couple of weeks earlier because they could have got a lot more out of the event, but we'll have the Halloween event in October as well, so It's not as good as the anniversary event, but it's still pretty good. Yeah, and then Christmas after that as well, yeah. I quite like the Christmas event. I think that's pretty good. Halloween, I'm not a huge fan of because it does rely entirely on you getting the Halloween cookie drops, which I barely got any of. Surely one of us has to get an S-Parts drop. We haven't had a single S-Parts drop this entire event. It's not even that hard a drop now. No, instead what I get is a Dragon Slayer. Thanks for that game. Oh, we got another Dragon Slayer. Just started playing Blue Best recently for the first time. Thank you for the content. Oh, no worries, Nefu. Hope you're enjoying the game as well. I know PSO has a habit of not explaining a lot, so yeah, if you've got any questions or anything, feel free to ask. I did mention it earlier as well, but I do have a Discord channel as well, so there's a lot of helpful people on there as well, so feel free to join us over there. I'm not entirely sure what happened with that Zalo there. It just didn't happen. Have you played PSO before, Nepu, or is Blueburst your first one? Yeah, there should be a link, I think on YouTube, there should be a link to the Discord in the description. I should really set up a bot for the chat that actually just puts the link every so often. There's obviously the official Ephinea Discord as well. That's generally quite helpful as well. Blueburst, yeah, but we've been playing Japanese PSO2 for years. Yeah, I used to play on Japanese server for PSO2. Well, I played from the... I started PSO2 with the second alpha test. I'm still playing GS on global side now. I stopped playing on the Japanese side when the sort of regional IP lock came in. Yeah, I'm still playing GS a bit. It's been in a bit of a lull recently, but I still enjoy it for the most part. Blueburst is definitely more my speed though. It's really cool to see people who maybe started out with PSO2 going back and checking out PSO as well. It's honestly probably quite a good time to find the channel as well because I have so many PSO videos on there now. Playing just occasionally myself, but want to try something new. Oh, you got badged twice on Lavis. Yeah, I imagine it's probably really interesting to, thank you for the Garons. It's probably really interesting to go back to PSO as someone who started with PSO2. Because there's probably a few things you can get from PSO that wait and see where PSO2 took from. Although the two games do play very differently, admittedly. Oh. You just snipe me from off screen, that's fine. Oh, someone got a banner. It's not us. Oh, someone hit level 200. I'll let them have that banner. And what class did you start with, Nepu? What's that? I really like this Mines quest. It feels like one of the more efficient ones. Oh, Rackseal, nice. Oh, Rackseal, Rakeseal, whichever you prefer. Yeah, don't worry too much if they feel weak early on. Some classes scale quite a bit better at higher level. I honestly think that a lot of the ranges do feel very weak at low level. They get incredibly good later. Bronze badge. I should take a badge there because I think I've already got a few parts of Barons, so I don't really need another one. However, I would have preferred a V101 there. How much later? Honestly, Ranger is a little bit gear dependent. What I'd probably recommend is, like, as you play, you'll probably get these things called photon drops. At the minute, with the last day of the anniversary, you'll probably get quite a few of them. I would recommend, if you can get a couple of those together, there's a couple of weapons that will make things a lot easier as Ranger. First one is the Frozen Shooter. Frozen Shooter is a very, very good rifle. It basically has a special attack that, if it hits, is a guaranteed freeze on enemies, which is obviously really useful. Another one that's really useful for, particularly for androids, is the Spread Needle, which is a rifle that it only has short range, but it shoots in kind of a spread and can paralyze enemies. Really, really useful gun. And then you probably just want a set of mech guns as well. Yeah, generally you can get most of those for not a lot of photon drops at all, and that should help quite a lot with Ranger. But yeah, don't feel too disheartened if you do feel a bit weak at low level though. It is totally normal. Oh, no worries, Nepu. Drac went to 8, we're in lobby. No worries, we just finished here anyway. Yeah, Ranger is Giga busted. Yeah, once you get the gear behind Ranger, it is insanely strong. The only thing stronger is humor, I trust. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and claim that PSO is balanced because it is not at all. But I do feel that pretty much every class is viable. Humor probably the least viable. For real, do not play humor. Yeah, I don't know what they were thinking with humor. Or John PSO, as we like to call them. Yeah, with Rakeseal, your attack power will always be on the lower end because it's not one of the strengths of the class. They're really good. Obviously, their accuracy is really good because they're a Ranger. They have a lot of health, they have a lot of defense, so they are very, very tanky. But they have very good support in parties as well. Android Rangers in Ultimate get a boost to certain special attacks like Freeze, Confuse, and Paralysis, so it makes them really good for locking down spawns. Alright, so I know Drax got to get something to eat, so how many have we got? It's got about 7 left, fair enough. So let's try and maybe switch things around a bit. Trying to see if we could miss you all again. You tried. Oh, you actually found a Heaven Striker. But with all zeros, I mean... At least you found one. But yeah. It's weird because like the Pyro Go and drop really isn't that bad at the minute. But they just don't drop. Oh, you got a Mega 29 drop. That's actually really good. Twitch is being bad. Oof. It would not surprise me. Yeah, so we can switch things up. So I think Vector, were you still after a Heaven Punisher? I was going to say, do you want to do a purple CCA? I mean, we could potentially do 2 CCAs. We've got 2 purple gnomes. We need to try and get something from this event. Switch to Force, yeah, no worries. Yeah, we just try and split the forces. No big drops for me this anniversary, but I've made a ton of PDs at least. Yeah, I mean, it's goals, isn't it? I mean, at least the PDs are useful. My biggest one this year is Sealed J Sword. I got that. I think apart from that, my biggest is probably a V502. I don't count the 1975s at all. Yeah, no worries. That's totally fine. Yeah, so we should probably split it so there's 1 4-mal in each party, just so both parties have level 30 techs on them. I will admit there was a very small part of me that thought, should I hunt another Sealed J with percents? And then I thought, no, just stop there. V501 where? I think I have had a V501 drop, and I got 1 V502 drop in Whitehall Tower. Pepsi is really good for V501. Okay, so that one is full, so I will join this one. Now you change to Division Viridia and hunt Nair's Claw. It's really nice. I do kind of want Nair's Claw, but that involves... We have 2 Nairs in our team, so you need 3. I mean, I could farm it on Bluefull if I really want to hunt Gerta Bluelus at 1 in 8,000. I do not want to do that. And the only other option is Viridia Ilgils in Tower. So I really need to evaluate if I actually want to hunt Nair's Claw. Because running Tower sounds like the least appealing thing in PSO to me at the minute. It's just us 3, by the way, so we can start whenever. Yeah, just us 3. Yeah, I've been kind of hunting Heart of SS swords, but... Oh, no worries, Draknar, it's fine. Yeah, I've been kind of hunting Heart of SS swords, but I'm still not entirely sure if I want it. It is a good week to hunt it this week because Lost Ice Spinner is on RBR. But it's a bit of a pain to solo that quest. Basically, if you've never done Ice Spinner, there's a parting caves one right near the start where you have to go through a warp that takes you into a locked room with a switch in the middle, and the room is full of like the crusher traps. So what you have to do is basically warp in, hit the switch, and then immediately try and telepipe out, and then go back to Pioneer and then run past where you were. It's just kind of annoying. But there is 125 Melquakes in it. Okay, I'm really noticing the formal accuracy here. I tried soloing this early with my Remal. It's kind of fine until the last room. There's one spawn in particular in the last room that's really annoying solo. There's like 3 of these guys. I think there's like 1 of each colour. And they're in the corners of the room, and it's really awkward to keep them all locked down. Recoil glasses should give it 88. It would be nice. I'm pretty sure it isn't the only thing that Recoil's glasses gives you is trap vision. And I think 1 defense and 1 evade. Again, we were talking about kind of useless items earlier. There's another example. I mean, at least it's fashion. They do look cool. If you want your full mouth to look incredibly swag, then go with Recoil's glasses. Honestly, I'd maybe use them just because they look cool. I think Rico's earrings aren't bad. They're pretty good. Oh, Mega 26, I'll take that. You got friend ring yesterday, which is a unit. Thanks, PSO. I can't think what a friend ring does. I've heard of it, but it's something I've never really seen used in game. Does it give you buffs if you're with friends or something? Or I'm sure there's a piece of gear like that, but I can't remember. It boosts attack and defense depending on team members and guild cards you own. That is very weird. At max, it's as strong as Heavenly Power and Heavenly Body. Yeah, I mean, I guess it's not bad if you got max, but I think even then you're kind of struggling to justify it. It's one really strange thing about this game. There is just so much useful stuff. I know someone on I think it was on Discord, was asking about the set boost for Kusanagi with Yatamura and Yasakani Magatama. And Yasakani, I think, is one of the most useless things in the game as well. I can't really think of a good use for it. It's basically just Proof of Sword Saint's accuracy boost, but worse. Doesn't give the other boosts and only applies to one weapon. Why would you ever use it? Yeah, I think they added it as an item for a filter, which is probably the best thing to do, honestly, to actually give it some kind of worth. I'm pretty sure the Orochi Agato is also used for... It's either a plating or a filter or something as well. Can't remember which one though. Oh, it's for Book of Katana 3, fair enough. And you need that to get the 2 Kamui, I think. I do just want to say I love that your Raycast name is just big. I mean, it's not wrong. I'm so dead. Well. Excuse me? That was extremely rude. Yeah, this spawn kind of sucks. I remember doing this solo. It took a little while. CCA, what's the hunt here? So at the minute we're doing purple CCA for Heaven Punisher from Mirror Corals. You can do it on Skyly as well, because you get Heaven Punisher from the Spiggles, and obviously you got a chance of SGS as well. But what we did get is a badge. I do kind of worry sometimes when there's people who are watching the stream who are maybe just getting started with the game. I do wonder what they think when they see episode 2 in Ultimate and they see all the instant kill. I'm surprised it doesn't just pull people off the game instantly. Yeah, generally when you get to Ultimate for the first time, just kind of ignore episode 2 and forget it doesn't exist. Just, you know, just don't bother with it. At least until you get used to the game. For context, I love episode 2, but it is full of BS. Come on, you know you want to drop Heaven Punisher. Oh, you know, I'd drop anything? Yeah, hope you're having good luck with the hunts as well, Remote. I know Ziggy's party seemed to be having loads of luck yesterday. I'm pretty sure the found was there about 3 Heart of Suppressed guns within the space of about an hour. They got 5, Jesus. Going out hard on Skyly CCA, sad to say I didn't get anything from my hunt list aside from a V501. Yeah, I think people are burning out a lot. I'll be honest, I think once I got my SGS, I definitely started playing a bit less. Yeah, so it's this spawn that's really awkward at solo. Because you have to lock them down instantly, or you just die. I have seen a few SGS banners today, so they are dropping for people at least. Ow. I seem to have a habit of being directly under where the gibbles spawn every single time. You would think having ran this so much I would know where they spawn by now, but no. You're still waiting for your turn on the SGS dispenser. Thank you for your patience. It was fine. That was totally fine. Yeah, Vector, I think, I don't know, I think your luck's gone this year. Unless you get something today. I mean, you got, I suppose, at the very least you got a banner. I know it wasn't a great one, but at least you got one. But it's still time yet, though. There's still however many hours left. You did also get the Viridia card from Corrin as well. Yeah, I don't know, it's really weird. To me, it could just be like placebo, but it does feel like the drops just aren't as good this year. Yeah, I mean, even my SGS, you know, that took me, I think I got it in about the 3rd week, and that was grinding it a lot. I generally feel it just not as much as dropped this year. It's probably just RNG, but he says as a banner starts scrolling. Heart of Wakiko's shop, that is a drop. I think it's a very hard drop, that, I think. You have enough PDs for having punch it, so you can just buy it, yeah. At least the prices have hopefully dropped a little bit. Is it really still 350? I guess Heaven Punch has got a bit more value now, hasn't it, because of the filter? You're gonna miss the event song. And to be fair, I change the music in here most times when I come in anyway. Yeah, I guess with the filters now, because Heaven Punisher is a lot more viable now, it wouldn't surprise me if it has kept its value a bit more. I think SGS has crashed in price quite a bit because I guess anyone who was on Skyly hunting in Heaven Punisher was probably getting the odd SGS here and there as well. I do feel like I might just buy a Lavis because I'm so sick of hunting red slimes. They just don't show up anymore for me. I'm getting really tired of that hunt, so I may just end up buying a Lavis. Yeah, Lavis is like 10 or 15 PDs now, which is insane. Any reason you want Lavis when Excal and MKB exist? I mean, I have both those already. I just like the look of Double Cannon more. I know it's not as good as Black King Bar, but I just prefer how Double Cannon looks. It's purely aesthetic. Purple, I forgot was your favourite colour. Yeah, exactly. It sort of fits the theme on my character quite well. Yeah, also double cannon animates as well. You know, it kind of spins around and stuff. It's just a cool weapon. Oh, Rosonda 30 for someone. That's not a bad banner. Alright, so what should we do next? How many we've got? Should we do Exard, Viridia Perp? We could do. That's one option. For one of the parties, and then... Second party... I'm just thinking what we can do for RBR. I think RBR this week is basically just Heaven Striker. I guess we could do maybe one Exard and then one Heaven Striker run, maybe. I know there's a few people who want Heaven Strikers, so I'm conscious that now is probably the best time to hunt it. You really want to do a Lost Ice Spinner? I mean, I'll do it. If you really want to do a Lost Ice Spinner, we can do it. It is quite a long quest, though. You really want to do a Lost Ice Spinner? Okay. I don't know how many assassins are in Ice Spinner, so I don't know if it's worth doing on Viridia, or if you want to do it on Oran for the heart. I don't think there's that many Pan Arms in it. I mean, I can go and get my Oran. The annoying thing about the heart on Oran is Oran Caves is pretty terrible, apart from the heart. I think with Oran, all of its good drops are in mines. Well, in Epilon anywhere. And there's proof, Miss Mar still exists. He's still level 7. He hasn't leveled at all since last time, but he's still there. In all his glorious majesty. He is thick. We did not make him that way. We literally randomized his appearance. I think it was for the last maybe for the last charity stream I did. We basically just randomized his appearance and that's what came up. He is an unholy abomination. Should I pop into PSO? What's the mood today? We are just doing some hunting a little bit at the minute. I don't know how many we've got. So, what, 4, 5, 6, 7. There is potentially space. Alright, I'm going to make an ice spinner game. If you really want to do Oran Caves, feel free to join. I think this might be the first time we have ever run Ice Spinner on stream. No one does this quest. Today is the last day. Yeah. Well, it ends at some point tomorrow. We don't know when. So you might get most of tomorrow, or it might be really early. Do you have a spread needle to donate? I actually don't think I have a spare one. I've just made another ranger recently, so I think she's used my last one. In fact, I don't even think she has one. I think I only have 2 and they're both in use. You should be able to get one really cheap though. Spread needles are generally like 1 PD. Have I made this in 1-person mode or no? Okay. I was wondering. You wanted a Heaven Striker. I do not blame you because Oran Caves is not good. Oh, is the Heaven Striker game filled up? I'm so sorry. Where do you get Spread Needle? There's a couple of IDs that get it. I know Red Rhea gets it from Ult Ruins Darkbringers. There's a few IDs that get it from Merlands and Ruins as well. You can also get it from Black Paper's Deal. But that'll be with no attributes. You want to see the banner, but you also want a Heaven Striker with hit. I mean, today's the day to go for it. I don't blame you for going for Heaven Striker. How long is this quest? Long enough. It is an entire run through caves with Derol at the end. It is quite a long quest. What's the event? It's the Ephinea anniversary event. So it's the 10th anniversary of the server. So there's like massively boosted drop rates and everything. But today is the last day of the event. They say there might be a few hours tomorrow it's up, but tomorrow is meant to be when it ends. I like how it said sure, but now you want to do Heaven Striker. I mean, I don't blame you. Yeah, Green Hill Merlands get it. I think Purple Merlands as well, possibly. Shall we do Perp Video XR then? I like how we're already abandoning the Oran Caves. No one wants to do this quest. Yeah, poor Oran. No one likes Oran. Yeah, Purple Merland gets it. I can't remember if there's any others. I know Green Hill and Merland and Purple definitely from Merlands and Red Rhea from Bringers. I will say, I think at the moment this is my least favorite character. I'm just not really feeling Hukasil. I like her dagger animations. I don't like much else. She looks cool. She's fine in a party, honestly. It's just that solo to me, she still feels quite weak. Once you get level 30 Shifter and Zalo, it's totally fine. The dagger animation is still sick though. I love the Hukasil dagger animation. Yeah, honestly, Spread Needle's not that bad to get. I think for how good the gun is, it's really not too bad a hunt. And as I say, if you just want one with 0 attributes, you can get one from Black Paper's Deal. Shall we go north? Yeah, sure, why not? Twitch channels would think that you're like, I'm literally following this channel. Yeah, I mean, I guess we check for mill lilies, I guess, and if there's one... No, I mean, of course there isn't. What's up, blood? I am good. How's the hunt going? We've hunted a few things so far. Nothing has really dropped. I think the other team got a Heaven Striker, but with no attributes. I don't know why, but I love the receive mail sound effect. Yeah, I don't know. It's just, it kind of triggers nostalgia just hearing that. Give me some items, everybody. Sup, bruh. I think we've started something now. Yeah, there has been not a lot dropping, really. I don't know if you saw any me, but I got another 1975 Agator yesterday. Again, wasn't looking for it. So I've found 2 in about 3 days now. It's not a record I'm particularly proud of. I popped in, let's get some rares and a spread needle. Yeah, well, with this quest, basically, there's a point where we see if we reset. If we reset, then we can join the next one if you want to. If from the EU, they could at least use a proper spelling for that. Oh, big res, final impact. Yeah, that has been the kind of quality of rare we've been talking this stream. It's one of those streams. Do you not have charge volks on this character? I don't tend to use them on Huxale. I just sent his last one instead. Oh, we got the wrong run again. I mean, I guess we'll check for Millilly again. We also got badged on a V101. Oof. Any Millilly? No. No. Still have like 10. Yeah, I might consider getting an extra one from you. Maybe not for this character, but I have made another Huniwell, so I might need a set for her. Oh, he's level 79. Yeah, this is the only thing I really don't like about Exard. The fact you have to reset so much. FCNO is 79. The guy who's been mailing me. He's saying he's one more level to hang with the boys. Is tonight the final of the event? Today's the last full day of it. It ends at some point tomorrow. They haven't said what time tomorrow though. So you might get all day tomorrow. It might go down in the morning. That's what we've been doing remote, yeah. So we're running it as Viridia Purple. So if Millilly does show up, that's why we always check that room. Because if Mill does show up, we'll switch over as Purple for a Psycho 1 chance. Been quietly loving the stream. Hope you get some goodies. I hope so, man. We could get that quickly. One level will be quick enough. Yeah, I mean, I'm down to do that if you want to help them get to level 80. I mean, it's really not going to take long getting from 79 to 80 with this experience. Then after that, we could always do an exile or something. Also, thank you for the follow, Goon Master G. Yeah, I think they're in a game at the minute. Well, they were in a game. And thank you for follow also, Katie Holmes. Very hard. One of the IDs with heart. Yeah, Skyly has the heart drop in desert. I should know where he is. Do I have his card? I think I've only got him through the team. Yeah, he's still on. I just don't know where. Just followed on Twitch. Oh, thanks for the follow. Yeah, the Twitch notifications occasionally do lag. Particularly for things like subs as well, so if your sub doesn't show up immediately, don't worry, it's just Twitch sometimes takes a little while to show them, for some reason. Is there any sign of our boy? Where is he? No, he appears to have disappeared into the ether. Yeah, there is an exile game up, so I guess we do this again. X-turd, I mean, you're not wrong. Well, we tried. Yeah, Michael, I tend to just multi-stream on YouTube and Twitch. It's just easier so people can watch where they want to then. You'll be on shortly, I know, isn't it, Moo? I feel we need to do at least one gold run while you're on. You're in the US region. My dude. You were on the right ship. You were actually on the right ship. Yeah, I feel we need to do at least one gold run. Just a final little bit of copium. I believe it is the green Raymar, yeah. Hasn't it been a year already? Yeah, I think show up now and again. I know we have some team members who basically show up for the anniversary and then don't play for a while, which is totally fine. I know a lot of people do just play this game for the anniversary event, try and get what they can, and then just don't play for the year. But yeah, FCNO will possibly be out in a minute. It depends if we get the reset on this or not. I'll level up real quick, then come back, no worries. Hey, we actually got the right route this time. So that's the plan. So you just say, should we go east? And then it gives you north. Are the anniversary rewards the same each year? The boost that we've unlocked, we're in a bit of a different order this year. The actual rewards, so things like the anniversary badges, are still pretty much the same. The only real difference is one of the rewards for the platinum badges changed this year. So they removed Lavis Cannon from the platinum badge trading rewards, and they replaced it with a Sonic Doll mag cell, so you can have a Sonic mag. You want more people, right? I mean, we do, you know. I'm always up for getting more people in the Phalathon, of course. Yeah, for the most part, Paradox has been pretty similar. It just feels like nowhere near as much has dropped this year. I guess, yeah, that is RNG though. Another level 200 banner for someone. Yeah, I really thought I'd get another level 200 this event, but it just hasn't happened. I think I've spread my characters out too much. Not that I'm too bothered. You played Skylar Tower too much. You're not wrong. Well, I got badge from a sorcerer. I don't know how bad that is on purple. Congrats on good route. Thanks. We got there in the end. It's the only thing I don't like about Exard is the fact that it's so RNG which route you get. It is also Rudy, yeah, it's also not Purplenum. Okay, so it was a badge on Lavis, because of course it was. How many characters do you have? So let's say 100 plus. I actually have nowhere near as many as a lot of people on the team. I have. I've got level 200 Hunuel. I have a high 180s Fornuel, high 170s Remal. 140 Formal. This character, say 135. I think the rest are under. I think the rest are under 100. Basically, because I spend so long on my Skylight Hunuel farming tower. Oh, we got another gear bulk and a bronze badge. Yeah, also apologies if my cast play is horrendous. I never play cast. I am trying to trap the dangerous spawns. I was going to play out there, but I don't know if that song is DMCA, so I'll avoid it. But yeah, I do feel that Hukaseel badly needs... They almost need a force with them. I don't know, they just feel very weak to me otherwise. Obviously still good for crowd control, you know, with last one and trap shooting, but they do just feel quite weak. Restream appears to have stopped working again. It will come back soon, hopefully. I don't think we'll drop any frames on the stream, so I think the stream's fine. It's just on my end. Is a strange DMCA. Sure, you can have another freeze trap. Started recently and just got an Elysian drop. Looks super cool, but is it worth trying to use for anything? I would say Elysian, if you want to use it, it's more for sort of lower level. The problem is, most sabers in the game are just really not that worth using because the animation's not great on them. There's a few exceptions to that, you know, things like Excalibur and Galatine, but yeah, Elysian is more just a really cool looking weapon. They did Elysian dirty in this game. They did. Thank you, freeze trap, my beloved. You feel that swords are kind of weak? It depends on the sword, honestly. Red sword is a pretty strong sword, it's just that Hukaseel really doesn't have that much attack power. The issue with them, it's mainly a solo issue, honestly, is the fact that their attack power is only a little bit stronger than Huniwell. Oh, thanks for the sub, Clarity. Much appreciated. Yeah, very kind of you. Yeah, Red Sword is actually, it's a decent sword, it's just that Hukaseel only has a little bit more attack power than Huniwell. Huniwell obviously gets the advantage of level 20 Shifter and level 20 Zalor, which kind of, in solo play, puts them past Hukaseel and Huma. Hukas is still obnoxiously strong, so they are still stronger even without Shifter and Zalor. I got excited there because a sorcerer died and rare happens, but it's a badge, of course it is. Yeah, I will say the honestly one of the main reasons I use Red Sword on this character is for the process. It is really nice. For some reason I could not lock onto that bringer there. Yeah, Excal and Galatine are both really good. I don't really know what happened there. My weapon just unequipped. I know bringer charges up usually unequip your weapon. I didn't see myself get hit by a bringer. So I'm quite confused what happened there. Bruv wants to know your location. I'm level 80, I can hang. Nice. Where do I buy spread needle? You can buy it on the Ephinea Discord. Just say that you want to buy a spread needle. Probably 1/4 on drop should be enough. So you would think that this song would trigger DMCA. It hasn't yet. I'm just going to let it ride and we'll see what happens. You would think the Sonic songs would be like the worst thing ever for it, but I don't know. For some reason, I've never had an issue yet with them. Sonic music is rare for DMCA. I mean, I'm very happy to hear that. Oh, here's a chance of Swordsman's Law here as well. You watch, we'll get a hill to tar now. Lord doesn't exist in this room, Sky. Oh yeah, I forgot. No rares exist in this room, do they? That's probably not great news. Wait, you actually got a V101 in this room? I've done this room so many times and I've never seen a V101 drop in it. If you don't mind, I'm just going to go ham with the freeze traps. PD farm room. I mean, I've got luck material. That's something. It is crazy watching the Del Sabers to see how aggressively they go for forces. They just completely ignore me. Probably because they realise I am no threat to them. The Sinnohs, however, do not care. You got a law? Oh, was it from this room or somewhere else? Oh, from this room? Oh, nice. Yeah, this is not pleasant with a still relatively low level Huxil. So you know what I said about Del Sabers ignoring me? Protect your ears, everyone, because there's going to be a lot of assassin noises in a minute. It's so loud. Cam would get 3 V101s from Assassins. I mean, I wouldn't put it past you. It does feel like you're like the only person in the team that gets V101s regularly. There you go. Another one of these rooms, another, not a single rare. Thanks, game. So good to see you, Recon. You would think with that many assassins, with this much rare drop boost, you know, bear in mind the rares are boosted beyond belief at the minute, you would think there would be a chance. No. It's the BGM tax, no rare drops allowed. Yeah, they disable the rare drops to make sure you don't get DMCA. Okay, well, maybe it's just saving the banner third to roll. We need to play Puyo Puyo. You got a lot and a V101 here, so it exists. I wish they existed. Nope, another banner. Psycho one from Millily? Yeah, mid-lily. Yeah, let's try and do a PB again. We did it. That's 2 correct PBs on stream. Yeah, I imagine there's going to be a lot of banners today, because I imagine a lot of people are just grinding like crazy for the last day of the event. I swear, I get hit by that every time. Thanks, Doralt. So, no LK38 then, huh? Jesus. How long is your quest? Should I wait? I do my own thing. We have just finished, so we'll be out in a second. Anything decent here at all? No? Cool. Yay. I forget the in-game mill exists. Yeah, so do I most of the time. I did gamble a load of my bronze badges earlier, just to try and get something decent. I got a few Q units out of it, and I did manage to get 3 seals, so not too bad. Don't forget your free mat like I did. The HP material, I mean, honestly, I've got so many of them. Okay, we are here. Is there any sign of our guy? Oh, they're doing a gold run. Is it with Nemo? It is. Good luck on gold. Yeah, FCNO, if you do want to do a run, we are in the European ship, Block 2, Lobby 21. Yeah, Michael, you just tend to die really quickly to roll if you've got some people with decent gear. I love how committed he is to in-game mill. Yeah, Tyrell's Parasol's really good. There he is. And congrats on level 80 as well. You're in the wrong lobby, okay. Well, at least you're here now. Yeah, I was going to say, do you want to do an Ep4 run now, just to get some ridiculous experience from him? Game crash. Ah, no worries. Yeah, the experience should be insane, so No worries about dying, that is totally fine. Yeah, so it's just that Ep4 game. Show me the way. The way is the very first game, the one that's just called Ep4. We could do Point of Disaster. I mean, obviously the boss is going to be very, very rough, but we could do that if you want to. I imagine the experience will be stupid. Still super old school noob. I always thought you slapped the face, but doing the AoE there seemed to ruin his HP before he even complete the cycle. Is it a waste to target the face or a mask on to roll? It kind of depends on what your gear you've got, honestly. If you've got a really good multi-target weapon with something like Berserk or Spirit or Charge, then quite often it's better to just go for his body segments. If you don't have that, then the head is totally fine. It might take a bit longer. If you've only got single target weapons, then I'd probably go for the head just because it has a bit better hit zones. Yeah, it's going to depend a lot on your gear, honestly. I think how you approach a lot of the bosses will change a lot as you get better gear and as you kind of understand the mechanics of the bosses as well. Particularly for things like Volopt, because Volopt, there's just some stupid glitches you can do on it. Yeah, I think for the boss, it's maybe better if FC stays back a bit, just because I'm pretty sure the laser will probably one-shot. You still get experience anywhere. Yeah, it does depend a lot on your class as well, Michael. I know for forces it's very, very iffy with Dothon. Man down. Yeah, welcome to Ep4. Also, that's a really nice banner for Vice. You look, let's say here's some for Volopt. There is a very strange glitch with the first phase of Volopt. For some reason, for reasons I have no idea why it happens, if you use technique damage on Volopt's first phase, like on the screens, for some reason the game uses your attack power to work out the damage. I think it might take your MST into consideration as well to an extent, but it for some reason also factors in your attack power. So what you can do is you can equip a really high attack power weapon and then spam Gizonde on the screens and you'll just shred the screens. So for example, when I'm doing it with my Hunewhirl, I tend to use a Galatine because Galatine has over 1,000 attack power. I basically just use that and just spam Gizonde on the screens and you can normally clear the first phase within seconds. It just melts the monitors. You can also use things like Excalibur or basically anything that has high attack power. I think it also factors in your attribute for machine as well, so if you play, for example, a Hunewhirl, you could use a red saber with high machine, and that'll have the same effect. It's a really weird bug, I don't know why it happens, but it's only for that first phase as well, I think. And I say it's a bug, it's repeatable every single time. It makes no sense. but it makes Uniworld like a ridiculous class for Volopt. I think really the more you play PSO, you kind of realize how broken the game is in places. It is really funny how buggy the game is in parts. I know Ziggy, another streamer, he was doing some, I think it was either TTF or Exard runs, and he seemed to discover that on Dark Falls, on the last phase, if you're the first player and just stand still on the spawn, it seems like Falls never hits you with the swipes. For some reason. You'll hit everyone else, but just never the first player. As long as you don't move. Yeah, there is a lot of stupid stuff like that in PSO. And if you want to see how insane PSO gets with bugs and glitches, if you look up some speedruns that people have done of it, particularly the console versions, some of the stuff you can do on the console versions is just absurd. There are ways to basically stack multiple weapons on top of each other to get ridiculous amounts of attack power. You can't do it in Blue Burst, but yeah, I think in GameCube and Xbox you can do it. There are people who will literally be able to stack about 15 or 20 sabers on top of each other. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, they've got like 28 sabers. It's stupid. Anyone who played GameCube or Xbox knows that you could duplicate items extremely easy in that game. Yeah, it is basically Sega Spaghetti code, yeah. You heard a rare chime. It could be these boxes here, possibly. There you go. Oh, 13 is actually really good. That's actually a really good armor. Yeah, so 13, that is an armor. It has a set boost with a few slices. The main one is the Disco Braveman. So Disco Braveman is a slice that has a Berserk special. It's really often used by a lot of classes at high level because it's very easy to get one and generally fairly easy to farm one with hit. And 13 boosts it significantly. Yeah, level 101. I just keep hold of it, honestly, and just use it once you get to 101. Why do that when you can use the hex code bank glitch and create that one unit that boosts your attack power by 500 and dupe that to max it without using mats? Yeah, again, the game is incredibly broken. That's a really good point, Drac, as well, yeah. If you don't know FCNO, and anyone else in chat as well, if you get bronze badges, you can exchange the bronze badges in the anniversary shop for ad slots. So you'll be able to add some slots to that armor as well. Yeah, I do kind of love how busted PSO is in places. It kind of adds to the charm of it a bit. I'm still not really sure if I like the Huka Seal double saber animation. I mean, it's cool, it's different, but I don't know if I like it that much. It doesn't feel much better than the regular one, honestly. Characters are a 68 Ray Mile and a 52 Uniwhirl. Are the 1 gold badge weapons good, or should I use bronze badges on the ad slots and grinders? I would definitely consider using bronze badges for ad slots if you need them. That is a really good use of them. Most of the weapons... Oh yeah, there is an extra route over here, isn't there? Oh, you're going desert route instead? Oh, bronze badge. For the gold badge weapons, most of those weapons, honestly, are probably not worth going for. If I remember correctly, I think it's things like Imperial, pick and red mech guns, isn't it? I would generally say that most of those are not worth getting. They also come with no attributes as well. He just hit level 200 like half an hour ago, and now he's found a parasitic gene floor. He's having a good day. Windmill as well, yeah. Windmill is more of a meme weapon, honestly. It's really not good. It's a very, very strange weapon. Yeah, that's a really good point as well. I always forget that as well. I actually got that as well earlier in the event. You can also get the Soul Eater from bronze badges. Soul Eater, normally the only other way of getting it is to do a very, very long story, like chain of quests. So it's very much worth getting. I would probably get a couple of them, because I'm pretty sure there is a trade-in, like an in-game trade-in that needs 2 Soul Eaters as well. So I would definitely maybe pick up a couple of Soul Eaters. It's also just quite a useful weapon for low level as well. You know, the attack power requirement on it is super low, and as a berserk special, it's really not bad. I really wish Soul Banish had a better special. Which trade? I think it's Soul Eater, it's bronze badges, isn't it? Yeah, for Soul Eater. I think it's about, I want to say about 5 bronze badges maybe. It's not much at all. Just snag 2. It's really worth doing. Done with dinner, come back online, no worries. Alright, so FCNO, this boss I imagine will probably one-shot you with most of its attacks, so on the second phase, when it goes back into the caves at the back of the map, I would probably just stay in the middle and just kind of stay out the way as best you can, because it will probably one-shot you. I'm just thinking so your mag synchro doesn't go down too much. Yeah, it's just obviously level 81. This is basically the end of episode 4, so it's kind of not where you want to be at level 81. But it'd be a crazy experience. I almost died in quicksand. Yeah, welcome to desert. Ah, there we go. Average Multivier experience. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, so literally anyone apart from Vector activate the boss. Oh, we got Conjurer, nice one. Tell me where to be. Just try and avoid, there'll be a lot of spinners coming out of the ground, just try and avoid them best you can. It's rough. Yeah, this is the rare boss as well, by the way. That was extremely jank. I don't really know what happened there. Survived me near the end. He's like, no, I'm done. I'm done. So we have a 1 in 5 chance of a Heaven Striker. Can any of us get it? I also died somehow. I don't know what happened there. I'm guessing maybe a spinner came up during the cutscene. Because you can't kill yourself with Berserk. So I really don't know what happened there. I've never seen that happen. Yeah, sure, I can stay back if you want. Yeah, so Ephinea, if we just stay back, sort of out the way, the boss will come back over here at some point. And just watch the floor as well, because the spinners will pop up out the floor now and again. I'm useless, I leave it up to you. I mean, you can see how much damage it's doing to those guys, so yeah, you don't want to be involved in that. Just got back to PSO and beat him very hard in episode 2. Wanted to be ultimate before trying it before. Do you think I should try all out or wait until after ultimate? What I would say is, for Ep4, kind of treat it as the difficulty higher, so very hard Ep4 is probably about equivalent to ultimate in some areas. I'll wait until those spinners have gone before I revive you. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, Ep4 basically, it's a lot fairer than Ep2. There's virtually no instant kill in it. There's just a lot of things that do a lot of damage. So typically, you could probably do either ultimate or do Ep4. It shouldn't matter too much. You could always try each of them. There is some good drops in very hard Ep4 as well, depending on your ID. So maybe worth trying Ep4. It's also a really good experience to get you to ultimate as well. Okay, it's come back over. Oof. Yeah, this part's rough. There you go. I think he was alive when the boss died, so hopefully get a lot of experience from that. Yeah, fingers crossed for Big Banner. Love that. Get into level 80 and then immediately do ult Ep4. I got a Heaven Striker. I actually got one. It has no hit. It exists. It has no hit, don't worry. Yeah, exactly that one. It has 5 machine and 15 dark untacked. One thing that Ep4 is very cheesable. I think quite a lot of the game is for the most part, but yeah. There is also a 40 hit ray gun on the floor, which really annoys me because why wasn't this 40 hit on the Heaven Striker? That's cool. I actually did need one of those for another ranger, so. Also, my mage didn't level more. I'm guessing you're probably quite close. I guess Point of Disaster is quite short. Yeah, Ep4's not bad. Personally, I feel Ep4 is the weakest part of the game, for the most part. the story is kind of a bit cobbled together, and there's only one boss. It reuses enemies across some of the areas. It doesn't feel like as much time went into Ep 4 as the other areas, but it's still nice to have it. Yeah, I do wonder if I've got any like sort of lowish level ranger stuff that you could use. Tried very hard max attack 4A solo last night, and I feel like I'm the one who got cheesed, but I'm learning. You'll get used to it. Yeah, there's different strats you can use to sort of cheese some of the enemies, like just hiding in the doorways and running back in and out. What's the move now, G? Honestly, that might be quite good for a low level ranger. You got a rare Rapion Forest. Of course you did. Yes, that spread and lead I'm using on another ranger. Do I have anything? I think I might have a spare Yaz 7k. It's not brilliant, but you've still got several frozen shooters. Yeah, I mean, I guess if you got a spare one, maybe it might help them, possibly. You have a random Heaven Striker with 0 on everything. Yes, it is currently 7 minutes past 9 in the UK. I would say Gratia, but I think Gratia is cast only, I think. Yeah, unfortunately I do have work tomorrow, yeah. I think I might put all my stuff on my bank character, actually. Oh yeah, there's that Gladius that I mentioned earlier. 70 hit. What a waste. Yeah, there's really not that much in here, really. I think all my ranger stuff's on a different character. All my bank character on the two. I'll take that later. Yeah, unfortunately I don't have a spare spread needle. It's something I never seem to have many of. Honestly, what I'd probably do for spread needle if no one has a spare one is you could either go on the Ephinea Discord and ask to trade for one. I think probably 1/4 on drop you'd get one, honestly. Yeah, I kind of agree, Vector, honestly. I think spread needle could maybe do with... Maybe give it like an F2 drop. You know, a spaceship drop would be a really good idea for it. Get more people running spaceship, and I just think spread needle does need a few more drops. There's not that many for it. Hiya, Haru. Yeah, NMU 4 on RBR on the last day of the event is simultaneously amazing and brutal at the same time. Oh, I posted on the Discord. Ah, fair enough. Yeah, I think pretty much 1/4 on drop should get it. I've been running it on an Anguish 1. That's probably not a bad thing to do, honestly. Oh, hey, Rent. So, what are the other team doing at the minute? What are you running on Anguish 3? Endless Nightmare 4 and Anguish 3. I'm guessing you're probably doing claw resets. Is it Skyly? No. Why are you doing that in Anguish 3? I like how that game is now just called Sag. That sums up this event, really. Yeah, so if you want to hunt Heaven Striker on NMU4, I think Green Hill or Red Rhea both work. I mean, if you want, I do have a Red Rhea 4 New World I could use. Ren is also a Red Rhea as well. Or is it Spread Needle we're going for? I'm totally fine with hunting for either, honestly. Oh, Mist's almost done as well, cool. You got a 50 hit Hell Ray gun, oh nice one. That's actually good at least. VL1 blue. Is that for Heaven Striker? And Heaven Punisher and Hildatar. Yeah, I mean, there is the corp for Heaven Punisher as well. Yes, I could do blue full VL1, I guess. Oh, you do have a spare Frozen Shooter and Spread Needle. There you go, FCNO. You know, if you need a Frozen Shooter or a Spread Needle. Whole team is here. It feels like it. How many badges do you have? I think I've got about 2 or 3 stacks of bronze badges, about 2 stacks of silver badges, and about 20 or so golds, I think. I did spend a full stack of the bronze ones recently, though. Yes, I guess FCNO, I guess if you're wanting some stuff, just join one of the games for people giving stuff out. Do you take Zelle, PayPal, Apple Pay? Yeah, so there's a game called Stuff FCNO. So if you join that one, I think Nemu's got some free stuff for you. I know you are distracted with people in the lobby, but yeah, there is a game up for free stuff for it. I think in the meantime, I'll do a VL1 run because I haven't done one yet. Sure. I got the charge Volks as well. Yeah, I'll pick up a set a bit later, Nemu. Even if it's not today, it's fine. I think we're saying in the lobby that we're doing 333 for games at the minute. I'm pretty sure there's about 9 people on. You like the August Atrocity quest? Shame it wasn't popular. I I used to like August Atrocity 1. I really like August Atrocity 2. I don't like the nerfs they did to 1, personally. Yeah, I think that's the case, Michael. Brilliant start. Yeah, literally died to the very first enemy in the entire quest. Nice one. Yeah, and for anyone who hasn't done these quests, these are really interesting ones. Virtual Limits 1 and Virtual Limits 2. For anyone who might not have done them before, they use the temple and spaceship maps, but the drops are episode 1 drops. I'm going to assume those heavenly abilities are both from Purple Num CCA. Because I'm pretty sure that's where I got all mine from as well. Got a good feeling about this run, hopefully, man, hopefully. I mean, we got a Heaven Striker drop just now from Condru. It just didn't have any hit. What was the name of this mission? This one is Virtual Limits 1. It's in the VR section, I think. Yeah, I say it's basically the temple map, but it uses episode 1 drops. So, for example, these Deldies drop Heaven Striker, which is their ruins drop instead of the temple drop. The enemies are also the strength of where they are in episode 1 as well, so that was a Heaven Striker PD. Didn't have any hit as PSO's equivalent of late stage capitalism. I don't know if Ellie's still here, but we have a chance of getting Book of Hitagata from this. It's kind of funny how differently you look at the gear in PSO, like once you get to more of the end game. You'll get a really nice weapon drop and be thinking, oh yeah, but it doesn't have hit though. I think generally now I'm kind of disappointed if a weapon doesn't have hit. The only exception is the SGS, because for that I don't care what percent it had, I'm not hunting another one. Yeah, there's 2 of these quests. There's Virtual Limits 1, which is this one, and there's also Virtual Limits 2, which is in Spaceship, and again has episode 1 drops. There is also, if you do play it on the classic ship, so that is the ship where it's just episode 1 and 2 stuff, there is a version of these quests for that as well. Obviously it doesn't have any of the episode 4 gear in it though. I still don't think I could play a classic character personally. I think that there's too much good stuff in Ep 4. You abandoned me, G. Like, you were busy trading, so... I think there's about 9 people anywhere, so... Tell it we're talking Twitch. Yeah, the thing is with these runs as well, realistically, most of the quests are not very long anyway, so even if the parties are full, we rotate around really quickly anyway. Random question, do you have a personal favourite weapon? I imagine it's a crappy question, but you might have a favourite, who knows? For me, it's not even like one of the best weapons in the game anymore, but probably Sanga and Yasha. Just because I hunted it so much on Sega Blueburst, and Yasha was the first incredibly rare thing I found in PSO. So I've always liked it because of that, really. It is kind of outclassed a bit in Blueburst, unfortunately, but... I don't know why I'm waiting for these rappies. I mean, I guess there's badge chance. But I'm not really too fussed about an Angry Fist. Can I play Wheel of PSO? You can go for it. Yeah, let's try it. Let's see if that song does get us flagged. If it does, then we know not to play it in future. But yeah, go for it. I mean, it was literally a song written for PSO, so... Oh, what is the song name again? I'm trying now. The Angry Fist is just 10 team points, that's it. I'm drawing a total blank. What is the name of the song, the Wheel of PSO song? It's not called Wheel of PSO. There we go. Heart to Heart, that's it, yeah. Ow. PSO does not love me. Last day of grind, what are we farming? We are rotating things around a bit, so at the minute we're doing Blueful Virtual Limits 1, so trying to just go for Heaven Striker and maybe Copium chance at Heaven Punisher. But yeah, we're just generally mixing things up a bit today. I've kind of found what I want from this event so far, so... Yeah, if we can get more Heaven Strikers, that'd be cool. This quest's really good on Blueful because you have the Heaven Striker chance from Del D's, and you also have the chance of Heaven Punisher from Tors. 90 hit please, I mean, if only. Yeah, good to see you, Annie. We have a Mill Lily. Do we have any good... Oh, yeah, I mean, we could reset for purple for a Psycho Wand, maybe. It's up to you. I'm not too bothered. We're quite far into the quest, though, that's the thing. And why'd you have to shut in the middle of the quest? And personally, I don't mind just killing it if you want to. It's a bit too far into the quest now, isn't it? I think, personally. If it was near the start, I wouldn't mind resetting. Well, we've got a demolition comment with 5 ABs. Thanks, game. That is literally about the 10th demo comment I have found this event. There goes my P1s. To be fair, did you even hunt P1 this event? A teammate got it from Gibbles. Oof. What do you think Middle Lilies taste like? Probably a lot of death, honestly. I bet it's like a lettuce texture that tastes like grape. I'm still not totally sure, honestly, what the best drop is for Mill. For Psycho Wand. I got mine from Mill Lily, but I don't know, the more I think about it, the more I think the Delbite is maybe the way to go. It tastes like better luck next time. It does if you purple them. Yeah, Gibbles isn't bad as well, yeah. The only issue with the Gibbles hunt is, like, the efficient way to do it solo is basically spamming the first floor of Phantasma World 4, which is basically like running SGS but worse. It's just more resets. I was going to complain about the lack of rare enemies there, and then I remembered that we've literally just had a Mill Lily. Just like toxic bubblegum, maybe. I'm guessing that was a badge from Adeldi. I still don't understand with this quest why it feels I need to do like the rave laser fence at the back. I don't know what that adds to the quest. I'm not really feeling the look from this song, honestly. And I'm starting to wonder if PSO really does love me. I still don't know what like half the lyrics in this song are. I'm pretty much the only part I can make out is "We love PSO." It's another Heart of Suppressed Gun drop. There's been loads of those dropping recently. I think probably because of Ziggy mainly. It's in English. It says we love PSO there. That's the only part I get. You thought it was a song about Scooby-Doo. The quest heard the song and made the fence dance. I feel like I almost never use melee weapons with this character. I just use last one like 90% of the time. It's far too good. Yeah, I do quite like this quest. I think there's definitely a few IDs that can benefit a lot from these. Just the fact they have episode 1 drops makes them like a really interesting choice for some hunts. Not that anything is dropping this time. It's raining rares over here. I'm glad to hear it is somewhere. Oh, badge. What quest is this? This is Virtual Limits 1. So I mentioned it a bit earlier, David, but this is basically, it's a temple quest, but the mobs drop episode 1 drops. So like the Belras, for example, will drop their ruins drop instead of the temple drop. You know, Hilldales will drop their forest drop instead of temple. Yeah, there is another one for Spaceship as well, which is Virtual Limits 2. Thick has found Nook 2000 Bazooka. Well done, Thick. Let's get a badge from a moth. Yeah, I made sure. Totally forgot the event was underway till like last week. Yeah, today's like the last full day of it. But it's so much to your hand is sore. Yeah, I think it's probably worth just playing it a fair bit today, if you can. Just try and get as much as you can out of the event. It's going to feel like a different game once the raids go back to normal again. There is a lot of DLDs in this. I didn't actually realise how many there is in this quest. I can see why you would do this for Heaven Striker. I think we're probably close to the end of it now. You feel the burnout in the air from all the people packing up from the event being close to the end. Yeah, I think most people now are very burned out. It's usually the case by the end of the event, honestly. Well, that was a nice place to spawn in. There's not a whole lot I could have done there, to be fair. And I revive, and I'm still stuck. Gonna get back to it. Cheers for the stream. It's been a great watch. Yeah, good luck for the rest of the event as well. Oh god, I do no damage. Yeah, I mean, if you see anything that needs clipping, you know, you have the power to do that. Mad that someone got 2 platinum badges in 10 minutes. Yeah, meanwhile we've grinded the entire event and got none for the entire team. I mean, to be fair, the plat badges are super rare. It is incredibly lucky to get 1, never mind 2. Well, that was a whole lot of nothing. Also, I didn't realize the time. I can't believe they've been going like 3 hours already. That's gone so fast. Still nothing of any use in the shop. I'm still yet to see anything good in the shop at all. On any character. Time flies when no drops, exactly. I think we can team point like Demolition Comet. I think I can live without a 5% A-Beast Demolition Comet. And I will pick up this Angry Fist just to team point it. So yeah, I think I will probably end the stream there for today. I think we've been going about 3 hours. I will be on PSO a little bit longer though if everyone wants to keep playing for a bit. You needed exactly 1 5-hit Demolition Comet for Science. Well, unfortunately that wasn't 5-hit, it was 5 A-Beast. Even better. Yeah, I'll probably end up there for today. So the plan is there'll be a video going live on Tuesday. There'll be stream on Wednesday, which will be Phantasy Star 4. Which I'm very excited about because I'm loving that game. And then next weekend stream, I haven't decided yet. It won't be PSO. It'll be probably some other Phantasy Star game. Let me know on Discord if there's anything you'd prefer to see next Sunday. But yeah, it will not be PSO because I'm probably going to be giving PSO a rest on the Sunday streams for probably for a couple of weeks at least. Just because I think a lot of people are very burned out of the event now. I think now is a good time to sort of take a step back from PSO briefly. The game crashed again. It's gotten really sensitive to alt tabbing. Yeah, mine's usually okay. I do get random crashes now and again. Make a poll. I could, yeah, I might do actually. But yeah, so we will end on there for today. If you have enjoyed the stream, it's the usual. You can like or subscribe. You can join as a member on YouTube. You can sub on Twitch. I have a X and a Bluesky, they're both SectionSkyly, and I also have a Discord channel you can join as well, so feel free to join us there. Yeah, to everyone who's on PSO at the minute, I will probably still be playing for a little bit longer. Hopefully we can get something before this event ends. But yeah, whatever you're doing, Have a great evening, and I will see you guys on Wednesday for another stream. See you guys.